What is going on, everyone? It is Foul Play here, and we're back again once again today to play another Modern League. Alright, so I'm sort of going mostly the stock list of what I've been doing recently. I've made one change since the last video. That change being minusing one suppression field for one Dramoka's command. I'm a little bit heavy on artifact hate in the sideboard now. Sorry, enchantment hate in the sideboard now, having 4 instances of hate. I have seen like a little bit of Heliod Company popping up again, and maybe just like that one of Dramoka's command make all the difference. Maybe there's just the incessant need in me to tinker that's going ahead and causing me to play with my numbers there, right? Alright, so outside of that, we got, our stock land base. So we got 4 fetches, 4 temples, 4 razor verge, 4 horizon canopy, the 3 basic, the dryad arbor. Going 11 creatures with 1 core spirit dancer. Not a lot of people are going 4 spirit dancers at the moment, but this is just what I'm doing. We do have the Leyline of Sanctity in the main deck. That means we have the All That Glitters in here as well as a 2-off to up that enchantment density. Or up the uptick of having a free ley line out on the battlefield, right? Usual playsets of Ethereal Armor, Hyena Umbra, Rancor, and Daybreak, and then we got the 3 L's for the Grispoon, the Spider Umbra, and the Spirit Link. Little bit of extra life gain against burn there, right? Alright, so sideboard wise, we have the Path to Exile for Shadow decks, the Rest in Peace for Graveyard decks, the Suppression Field for a certain variety of combo decks. Artifact and Enchantment hate in Force of Vigor, Seal of Primordium coming back with the Lurus. Dramoka's command there is pretty specialized. Heliod combo hate, also semi-reasonable against Ponza, I suppose, as well. And Gadok Teague in there is some pretty dedicated Tron hate. Now, we do have the ley lines in the main deck, so Lurus isn't going to be a companion game 1, but in matchups like games 2 and 3, where it's good, it's going to be very good. That out of the way, let's get into it. Alright, so here we are for match number 1, everyone, and we won the die roll. That means we're going to be on the play. We're going to head and see our first hand, which is a mulligan. Alright, second hand looks very strong. We're going to go ahead and keep it, and I think we're going to be okay bottoming the Core Spirit Dancer here. Realistically, I'd like the draw engine that is Core Spirit Dancer, but we got a pretty good turn to attack for 5 here, right? Alright, we are versing Pakalo Olo. Alright, looks like they're on a control deck. Alright, well that one's down. Hyena Umbra down as well. It means we get a good attack. See if our opponent has an opt or not. It is blue-white control we're versing by the looks of things. I'm not too unhappy about bottoming the Core Spirit Dancer. Oh, Grixis control. Oh, sorry, Esper control. Mostly because my opponent would probably have the mana leak up to counter the Core Spirit Dancer anyway in that spot. So we put him to 5. We miss an aura drop there, which kind of sucks. Opponent with the opt. So we scryed top, actually. Okay. Must be something pretty reasonable for him. I think we're probably best off just cycling Canopy here, looking for gas. We do find Spider Umbra. We also find the Horizon Canopy. Alright. See if they have the counter spell. If not, we attack for 7. We can put them to 2. Fun. Alright, main deck, Kaya's Guile. So, I mean, what can you do, guys? What can you do? Main deck, non-targeting, sacrifice effect. Cool. So Leyline of Sanctity is really fucking useless here. And we have the second one, just rub it into our faces. If we actually curved out, we would have had a shot here, but I don't know. We're super far behind just because Kaya's Gale is a really strong card. If this sees more play, something you can do is play Cartouche of Solidarity to help play around it a little bit. Full play set, giving you 1/1 tokens will help out a lot. Opponent bottom the Spell Snare. Here's the Snapcaster Mage. Oh, that's such a big rip, man. He's tapped out against me? Really? Doesn't even make them sacrifice. It's so stupid, man. And they've gained the 4 life. Wait, did they... Would they gain 4 life? No, they stopped the attack damage. That's what happened. Okay. Well, we'll go to end step. You know, Path to Exile, Fatal Push. Both of them beat us pretty badly here. If opponent leaves mana up, I might just concede. Alright, well... I guess technically we should see what else is in our opponent's arsenal. Alright, good old core right on time. Good old Spell Snare right on time. Alright, so we know they've got at least 2 Spell Snares in their deck. Our 2 CMC Auras are looking a little bit weaker as a result of that. Cool. And a Drowning Lock as well, killing our creature on the stack so the Rancor won't return. Alright, well our opponent just literally had everything there. Let's get rid of these Leyline of Sanctities. Our opponent could have discard, but like honestly, that's the least of our concerns. Breast in Peace is probably going to be a pretty strong hitter for us here against a deck with Snapcaster Mage, right? We're going to get the Reoccursion of Lurrus now, which is pretty nice for us. I'm actually going to bring in these suppression fields as well. We'll take out all the glitters and this Spirit Link here. I might even just trim a Daybreak Coronet. I've got a lot of 2 mana cards in here as it is. I want to play into Spell Snare as little as possible. Wait a minute. What did I do here? I took out way more than I needed to. Alright, because we took out the ley lines. We don't need to take out all the extra enchantments. Okay. I swear I know my deck. Alright. So as we get into game number 2 here, guys. If you do enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like, leave a follow, all that good stuff. Alright, let's get into it. We got our companion. It's a pretty weak looking 7, honestly. It's really bad against just like 1 Thoughtseize. Alright, this is a bit better. I'm going to keep it. Let's get rid of the Daybreak Coronet here in case we need to call on our Dryad Arbor. Just bounce that so it doesn't flash up and down all game. Honestly, a deck that's rocking main deck Kaya's Gale is always going to be a hard one for us. Let's fetch Shock. I sort of want to thin the deck of lands here at the moment. I'm a little bit concerned about Field of Ruin as well. Not like super concerned about Field of Ruin, but like a little bit. We might need every % we can get this game, which is probably not going to be the extra 2 life. Hey, that looks like a pretty good aura spell. Let's go ahead and cast that extra Ethereal Armor. We'll play our Hate against Kaya's Gale. Attack on in. Alright, might as well play out this Rancor in case there's Snapcaster Mage chump blocks, and that should be about everything we need to wrap this one up. Cool. Alright, well, on the draw, we're probably a lot less likely to have that happen, right? I think we lose a lot of strength in Suppression Field and all that glitters here. There's potential that Leyline of Sanctity is a little bit better because turn 1 Thoughtseize can just end our game. And we probably want to bring in this Lurus as well. Just take out a Grist Spoon, I reckon. I guess we should also be like semi-scared of Plague Engineer. Cool, well we'll keep this hand. No turn 1, discard for the opponent. Not that we've seen a single Inquisition of Kozilek, you just know that it's hiding there in the corner though, right? Let's get out this Rest in Peace. I don't think we can attack into a Snapcaster Mage. I'd sort of prefer if this was a Suppression Field here. I'd feel a little bit safer. I don't really like extending like 2 of my best auras into my opponent's 3 mana and I don't have a second creature on the board. So I think we should take the opportunity to get Rest in Peace down. Alright, well they go for Logic Knot on 1. And I guess we get in 1 point of damage. We miss on land drop, which is really bad for us. So extend the Spider Umbra, which is a really weak aura here. I don't think I'm going to extend any auras outside of Spider Umbra. Archmage's Charm, sure. Okay, well maybe Ethereal Armor now. I do need some sort of pressure to make them pop up Kaya's Guile. And Ethereal Armor gets in for 3 damage there. If Core Spirit Dance is going to be useful, it's going to be useful with Totem Armor, right? So Wrath of God, sure. Alright, have you got the path as well? We draw land, which is actually, you know, nice for a change. So slow roll on the Spirit Dancer. Does it pay off is the $1 million question. I'd say Wrath is a good sign. It means that they didn't have Kaya's Guile, or else they'd just be using Kaya's Guile to generate the token, start that attack. Okay. Let's play out our Bogle. I think we want to switch onto the Bogle at this point with the auras. Diversifying is bad if they have Kaya's Guile or another Wrath of God, but if they don't, it's perfectly fine. Cryptic bounce the Core Spirit Dancer. Okay. We get the draw effect. Oh, they counter bounce? Wow. That's going a bit deep. Let's extend the second scout down. Alright, now we're just drawing all our Spirit Dancers here. I wonder if they've got discard left in hand. Let's see if this eats a counterspell. Drown and Lock. Yep. Alright, so I mean, Rest in Peace would have been reasonable here. They did Logic Knot it, but if it resolved, it mostly shuts off Drown and Lock. Makes Logic Knot a bit more mana intensive. Alright, well there's the Kaya's Guile. They must have just drawn that. It didn't make any other sense outside of that. I don't know why they didn't do that during my attack step. Seems a bit foolish. Celestial Colonnade Animate. So we're getting hit for 5. We go to 5. If we draw a 1 mana aura, we have a shot. This has flying, right? So we can Grispin block, and then... And then I don't know what. We're just too far behind. If we draw Aura there, we go Aura plus Daybreak Coronet. We attack our opponent. We gain, you know, 5 life. We're fine. Here we go to 3. I think this is just donezo. Alright, right on time. Rest in peace. Go figure. Cool. Alright, well, we're going to wrap that one up. Unlucky, we didn't get there. It happens. We're not well placed against a deck running, you know, 4 main deck Kaya's Guile on top of Spell Snares as well. But, you know, losses are going to happen. We move on from that. We get it the next time. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day. I'll see you next time. Cheers.